Hello, everyone. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is the end of the show. That is the end of the A4Q World Congress first edition. Warm welcome and hello to my colleague Werner Henschelchen, co-partner organizer here of and the CEO of GASQ, the other independent global exam provider beside ISQI. Yes, a few days ago, we welcome everyone, Werner, to the first World Congress, and we promised a lot, and we created high expectations, and we were looking forward to hundreds of presentations from all over the world. Before we go into the detail, share with us your overall general impression after these tough and hardworking days, Werner. How do you feel?
Well, I feel exhausted. It was 4 really intensive days, and also from my side, a very warm welcome. I think after these 4 days, we can definitely say the world is getting a smaller place, because we really managed to bring a lot of great presentations here together, to bring a lot of great people here together in a wonderful networking area, and also in really great presentations. So, yeah. Stephan, I think we can be really happy, and I'm really happy that also the feedback we got is really great, that we had a chance to make people happy with our conference.
I mean, the people are still watching because we recorded the presentations, and they are available via the website, social media for the next weeks as well. But what do you think? Shall we share some overall numbers, and then we can analyze a little bit at this point of stage, Friday, where we are and what we saw. And what it means for the community and for these days, right? So I would like to share my screen to give you an overview about some highlights and some figures. It was produced by my lovely team in the background. They're working so hard every time. Yes, it's quite amazing. It takes a while because a lot of data's here. Yeah, it was, as we said, the first edition of the A4Q World Congress, together with GASQ and ISQI under the umbrella of A4Q. What we reached, I mean, let's have a look on the first numbers, right? So more than 300,000 viewers. That means more than 300,000 people watched any or more of the presentations, Werner. Is that something you expected?
That's much more than we expected, and so we are really, really thankful that this is spreading like we absolutely didn't expect it. I was speechless when I saw these numbers. We were hoping for something like 50, 60, 70,000 people, perhaps.
Yeah.
But when we calculated and counted the number today, lunchtime, we didn't believe it, so we were calculating again the whole afternoon. But yes, in fact, we got a number which is, in our opinion, incredible. And I think this is showing, as I said, we are bringing the world a little bit closer together again.
Yeah, and it was a tough work for the whole team, right? To counting all the viewers on the Facebook pages and everywhere together, right? So to get in time, it's still growing, we have to say, because as I said, the people are continuing to watch the recorded presentation. So feel free and be invited to watch the presentations maybe you've missed. So they are still there available, and then we have another impressive number. It's more than 9,000 registered visitors in 4 days. I mean, I was in the last 15 years together with you a lot of conferences, right? And I can remember I'm very happy when I go home with 30, 40 leads, right? Registered visitors, that means people committed to stay in contact with us, right? To want to become a part of the A4Q family and A4Q network. That's amazing. How the family grown in this 4 days, right? So I'm very impressed about these numbers as well.
Same for me, and you see also a number below. This is 4.5 million people. This is the numbers we get from Facebook, from LinkedIn. This is the people we reached before and now during the conference with our apps. So I think this is really an impressive number also for the sponsors who got really promoted here. And clearly said, we created a free event here. So this is a wonderful possibility, in fact, to see the best speakers. And yeah, you got it for free. So you still have it in the internet. You can look at the presentations again as often as you want. And I think this is really a perfect opportunity for everyone who wants to get and to learn more about software quality.
I mean, we have more than 100 presentations from over participants from over 100 countries. What does it mean for our speakers we are working for so many years with? That they are reaching so many people via such a platform. Isn't it true, Werner? What you would say that there's also a chance in this digitalization, in this, let's say, in the fact that we have to change our way to communicate in these days where we cannot travel, that is also a chance in it, which we used, obviously?
I think this is right. Yes, I think it's a big chance to, in fact, connect the people better. And we tried here with this conference a little bit hard in the beginning, but people really liked it with the Gather Town to network. But I think the presentation itself, the format we created here, to have 7 languages, to have speakers from more than 30 countries, I think this was a really hard thing to do. But I think it really turned out very well. And I think it's a very interesting format, which at least I never saw anywhere on another conference. Because, as you said, we were traveling through many countries in the world. But then you have an English conference, you have a Spanish conference, you have a Polish conference. But here you had really 7 languages. You had people from all over the world connecting together. And I think this is a great thing which we created here.
Yeah, when I on a conference, usually we have, let's say 30, maybe some more, 30 countries represented there. I mean, this digital format is also a big chance for smaller communities, for people usually cannot afford to travel around the world, right, to visit these well-known conferences. And when I saw the participants, where they come from, and the people I met in the exhibition hall, they come from the smallest countries and the far away corners in the world, right? So they really get connected via this platform with the international speakers. They never have a chance to talk to or see them live, and that is something I really like. That this is a really an opportunity also for people, also for young people. I also met some students or let's say beginners in their career, that they said it was so amazing for them to visit for free such a talk or a speech of so famous speakers, book authors, and they know they usually could not afford it. And that I think it's also a success. We should it's worth to mention. I mean, and what we just said, we got all these nice feedbacks during the conference, and we show you here some snippets from the different social media channels. You see here the atmosphere was very relaxed, very funny. The people have been very glad about that. A lot of laughing and jokes and friendly communication. The whole atmosphere, although it was a virtual conference, but I was able to feel the good atmosphere. Do you think in the same way, Werner? How do you?
I'm thinking the same. So in fact, it was short nights, I can say, because I was sitting yesterday, for example, with Conny Kruger having some wines at the bar of the.
I saw you.
Town.
I saw you there. Yeah, it was a private conversation.
It was a long night, and the night before on the German desk, it was the same thing. So, it was really fun to see the world coming together here, and even when it was short nights, it was really worth to do it. And so I'm really, really happy to have had these 2 days here together. So really cool.
Also, we have to say, I would prefer, and maybe same you, to drink the glass of wine with Conny Kruger and Rio, right, quite soon, right? So,
absolutely.
But in the meantime, it was nice to catch these people, especially the friends from the IST Gubi, and I met a lot of them. It was amazing to see them again, and everyone is in good shape. But looking forward, yes, you see here there was a huge traffic on the social media. The people started to discuss, to share their contacts and send us their comments and questions. So it was also good that they had the possibility to live interact with the speakers, and they really enjoyed it. So I heard so far. Yes, Werner, I think it's a good timing also to thank our sponsors making this great event happen. First of all, the German Testing Board. and our own companies, GASQ and ISQI. But we have some more. You would like to pick out some of them. And from my side, a big thank to these sponsors, not knowing before we started what is going to happen. And I think their decision was right. They've been they invested in the right place, right? In the rest, in the right event.
I agree. And I think when you see now how many people we reached, I think this is a really cool thing. And I also must say a big thank you to all of them. Asial, thank you very much. EGL, Spring IT, Experimentals, Altran, PS Testware, Exact Pro Smart Testing, and also the Varying Group. So really a pleasure to have you here. And of course, the German Testing Board who created their German Summit. I think it was really a success as well there. We learned a lot of interesting things, including how to make a barbecue sauce. So if you haven't seen it, really worth to see the presentation there. So go and look again at these great things. If you have not seen everything, I think it's really worth to go through again through the presentations and have a look at them.
Okay. Beside the sponsors, we had this exhibition hall where we had a lot of exhibitors there. It was also a first try for us how the people are reacting on such an exhibition hall with these let's say avatars and fancy atmosphere. But I would say because I had this funny game that the people had to catch me when I use a pseudonym, not my real name, and they were running behind me and waiting for me. Some girl from Lithuania, Vilnius, told me that she was waiting the whole day already to catch me and to get the book or free exam voucher. I think she got a free exam voucher, but it was very funny.
Same Monica Stöcklein-Olsen. I think she catched you as
Monica,
well.
Yes.
Monica from Norway.
Monica from Norway. Quite funny to meet her there. She was very much surprised because she didn't realize that behind Wilfried it was me. And I met some new people, first time, young people there. They came to the booth. I just found them in the garden. Also old friends I met in the garden, like Mike Smith. He was sitting on under the tree there. I don't know what he was doing and waiting for, but it was funny to see. Yeah, it was a really good idea to have
the bar. I think he was mostly spending the time at the bar.
Yeah, it was really a funny thing, right? Here, and I hopefully, and I got already good feedback from the exhibitors that they had a very good contacts there. Our booth was highly frequented and visited, and I think the German day was also quite successful. So I met some board representatives there, like Stephan Storm from the IRAP board. Thanks for his presence, and Armin Metzger from the German testing board. And we already discussed future plans and new initiatives. So as it should like on such an exhibition. So thank you for this idea and everyone who worked so hard to organize this, and this brings me to the huge hug and big thank to the A4Q World Congress team, which is a joint venture of the people from GASQ and ISQI. And you see here so many people behind that. That means it is digital conference, and that's also a lesson we learned, means much more effort than a real conference, right, Werner? So it was a tough and long job. It was around the clock due to the different time zones we wanted to cover till late in the evening and early beginning. And I would like to thank all the hosts. They're taking care for our speakers. I would like to thank all the people taking care for the social media activities, and I would like to thank also the people taking care for the exhibition booths and answering all the questions there. And Werner, you would like to point out something here? I feel very glad and very privileged to work with such amazing people together. So it was a very nice experience.
Absolutely. And as you said, I think it's a very special situation. So we never had that. This is our first edition. And of course, not everything was perfect, but I think the team behind did a really tremendous job to make everything possible. And so thank you very much for that. Really an honor to work with you.
Yes, and also that's absolutely my message also to the team. I mean, no worries about something not gonna happen in the way you wanted to have it or whatever. Look at the numbers and take it as your success. It was such thing never happened before. It was the first time, and you are part of it, of this success story, and you should be very proud regarding this huge success. So thank you very much to the team. And yes, Werner, last but not least for us, it's to say if you want to contact us, the Alliance for Qualification located in Berlin, visit our website, allianceforqualification.info, or send us an email. Yeah, and Werner, you want to announce something? The people asking me, was it only, let's say, a one-hit wonder, or are we coming back?
I think we will be definitely back, because it was such a success and it's absolutely a great place to meet. And we want to come and bring these great presentations again to the people. So yes, we can already say now in autumn, we will be back.
In autumn, that means you should stay tuned, or you should proceed to register, or send us an email or whatever, that you do not miss it. And thanks to Olivier Denou, the president of the ISTQB, who already just is writing us, and he's looking forward to the next edition, Werner. So if the president is looking forward, that is a task, right? That is an order. It's
so
an order.
We will follow.
Yeah, we have to follow. Yeah, okay. Olivier, it's a promise. We keep this. We got this order. We got your message. Something will come. Maybe a little bit different. Maybe a little bit improved. But definitely, I think we should proceed with such a platform, as it is a good contribution for the community. Werner,
absolutely.
I would like to thank you also from my personal perspective. Right, it was a pleasure to work with you. I would say, most beloved competitor, right? So anyway, that was also a message, as we said in the beginning. Our message is, when it is necessary and when time is getting hard, it's time to stay together, right? And that was something we want to show with this conference here. And thanks again to the whole team, and thanks, Werner, for your trust in this idea, and for your support, and looking forward to our next projects. While we are getting so many feedbacks now from our board partners, right? Seba, head of marketing from ISTQB, and Debbie Archer, and from Switzerland, Reto is there. So there's Monica. So she's waiting for the book, I think. So Werner, it's up to you. It's up to you for the final words, right?
Same from my side, Stephan. Thank you very much for the trust in working here together. And also thank you very much to all these ISTQB groups, ISTQB boards, who worked with us here. We had around 40 boards here. So I think it's a really big success. Thank you very much for that. And thank you for all these sponsors, as we said, for all the people who trusted us that we will bring you some nice presentations. And as I said, we will be back in autumn. So thank you very much, and see you very soon.
Stay healthy. Goodbye.